Hello! Welcome to the Mark Makes Comics YouTube show, as always supported by the fine folks of the Lakes International Comic Art Festival. You might be wondering, look at him. Who is this guy? Yes, I've had a haircut, finally. My barber, Lewis, went to work on my hairstyle. If you're in the Maxwell area, Trickletown Barbers, what they can't do with a pair of scissors and some clippers isn't worth doing. Yes, he sorted me out. I now look a little bit less like Susan Boyle and more like my the person I get mistaken for multiple times, George Clooney. Yes, so yeah, we've redressed the balance and everything is good. Yes, so as you know, or as you may not know, but hopefully this isn't brand new information to you, and I'm not breaking it to you live on the show. This is the last Freestyle Friday for the time being. I know, can you believe, back in March, I think it was March 21st of this year when we first did the very first show, I think we did the first one on a Wednesday. That went a little bit strange. So the first proper one was on the Friday, but I think it was March 21st. What a great time we had. And it's been amazing these past 4 months, drawing with you guys on the Friday show when you've been giving me all your requests. The Wednesday show, all the drawings that you guys have done and shared with me. Please still keep sharing your drawings because I've loved seeing them. I've loved seeing your versions of what I've been doing, whether it be my characters or just some of the things that I've shown you how to draw. All the videos are going to stay. You see, you'll still be able to watch those at any time you want, and I will be popping up from time to time. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please do, because then you'll get a little reminder, especially if you've got the app on your telephone. You'll get a little reminder saying that I'm going live. And so if I suddenly pop up and do a little live show, then you'll get that little reminder. Those will be like little short shows, like maybe 5-10 minutes, where I'll just come on and I'll just feel like I want to show you how something to draw, or something's coming to my mind. I thought, oh, this might be quite cool. Maybe even, if you forgive me, I might even have a new comic or something that I might want to share with you guys, and maybe even show you how to draw the character, and then you know, and show you the comic, the latest thing that I've got that I'm proud of. So yeah, so thank you to everybody for tuning in. It's been insane. At times we've had so many people watching the show and drawing along and requesting things. It was quite a fantastic experience. So thank you very much for that. But it's not over yet. This is still the show, and like I say, you know, I'm still going to carry on drawing, and I might even at some point in September when the school start, I might start to think about doing like a little weekend show or something like that. So I'm not going anywhere, just having a little break for the time being. And as I mentioned, supported by the Lakes International Comic Art Festival, a huge thank you to everybody involved with that festival for supporting me right from the start, especially the wonderful Julie Tate. Thank you so much, Julie. You've been an amazing supporter of my work in general, and so thank you for that. And you can still share your drawings with me. I am Mark Makes Comics, Mark with a C. We know the deal. We know how it goes, okay? And if you're interested, you can buy my comics, obviously. In fact, talking of comics, today is the day when I can show you this. Yes, I have my brand new Ninja comic. It came out, it arrived yesterday from the printers. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing lots of pictures of that. It's sort of got some really cool things. For slightly older readers, I would sort of say maybe 12 plus, reader advisory or parental advisory. You have a look inside. It's nothing, there's nothing offensive in there. Maybe it's just a little bit more of a grown-up kind of comic strip. And a little bit of action and adventure, a little bit of sword. It's serialized on my Instagram, so you can my Instagram and read all that. But print, you can't beat print. Can print in UK. Rich, he sorted me out. Literally, this went to print on Monday, or was it? And I got them yesterday. Rapid. So yes, and each one of these is going to be numbered as well. So check it out. Look at that. There's 50 copies. This is number 23. Is that right? Yeah, 23. So yes, so you'll get that. So, and anybody, if you order one of these, if you've been watching the show, I'll do you a little something extra because you are my guys. You're my guys. So as we know, it's the Freestyle Friday show. You can do some requests. Let's just do some requests. If you want to join in, which obviously I would love you to, You're going to need some pens, so shake your pens. Obviously, I have mine in the party fez, obviously. So yeah, shake your pens, and I'll give you some shout outs as well. So please feel free to drop your comments in there. We know the deal. You're going to need some paper. You're also going to need a suitable receptacle. I'm choosing this rascal, and a suitable decanter or a jug. We had Douglas the decanter. He sadly met his end about 6 weeks ago. It was a terrible, terrible thing. But then we ushered in Joan the jug, and Joan is still here, filling up cups like nobody's business. Check her out. Look at that. So one for me, and an extra special one for all my homies. That's you guys. I couldn't have done this without you. I could have done, but it would have just been me talking to a camera with no one watching, which would have been, I'd be slightly heading towards being certified insane at that point if I was still doing the show and no one was watching. I'm just angling up there a little bit so we get the maximum, because we know how it goes. We know the crease at the top, just above this rascal's head. We drew this on Wednesday, but we also know what's coming down at the bottom. So let's have a look. Tina thinks it's still the morning. It's not the morning, Tina. I know you haven't just got up because I saw you earlier. And in fact, I waved and shouted. But Tina, she just didn't want to talk to me today. She was too busy gassing with all the pals. Alan Carr, of course, and Bronte, and my son Christine. You've really loved the shows. Thank you very much. I'm so pleased, and so thank you for joining in. It's been great to draw with you guys. And of course, hello from Charlie and Ted. Hello, Charlie and Ted, and anybody else who's there who might be watching. Nice hairdo. Thank you. Yes, thank you. We covered my hair, but in fact, I went to the barber and. He said, "Do you want it cut around the back?" I said, "Why can't I stay in here?" Yeah, there you go. That's my favourite joke. He didn't say that. We all had masks on, and the face mask and all this kind of thing. It was crazy. So yes, we're going to do, and of course, the phones are open, the lines are open. If you want to call in, I will be taking calls. I've had some amazing calls over the past few weeks. Joan Collins, Mike Tyson, Lorraine Kelly, I think Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was on the first show. Stevie Wonder. I even sang with Stevie Wonder. It was a beautiful moment. So who knows who might ring up today? We shall see what happens there. So I think let's start this ball rolling. We're going to be here till about 2:30, unless it gets crazy and out of hand, and we might just overspill. But anything can happen. So I was trying to decide what to do. And I thought, because I'll do a little demo first now on the Friday show, since we stopped the Wednesday demo show. That pen's running out. That can go in the running out section, which is the same as all the other pens. But I have to remember that one's running out, which I won't do. I'll start using it again. And as we know, of course, everybody, can I hear you? What do we do under the line? Yes, of course. We draw the fish. There's nothing below the fish. And if those of you who bought a Nothing Below the Fish t-shirt, oh, thank you so much for doing that and supported that. Who knew it was the catchphrase that was going to sweep the nation? Not me. When I first uttered it, I think on maybe the second show or something like that. Nothing below the fish. Remember, nothing below the fish. If you draw or I draw below the fish, no one can see it. It doesn't even exist. So never draw anything below the fish. I just thought today, one of the things that I draw a lot of, and we kind of maybe did, I think right at the start, the very first show, which was kind of our test run. It was a live test run. We did the how to draw a robot without looking, but I thought, well, let's not do that. Let's not do how to draw a robot without looking. Let's just draw how to draw a robot. Now, I've done that one of the little demos, but, robots are fun. So let's just have a bit of fun drawing some robots. As we all know, I draw the eyes first. The eyes come first, big, googly, cartoon eyes. It's where it's at, and it kind of establishes where everything else that comes from it. And then when I've done a few different things, but when I tend to draw robots, I do a line straight across like this, okay? And then I do a half kind of moon shape like this. Okay, it's a curve shape. You know what it's a curve shape. Stay with me. Curve shape. Okay, we're coming up to the request. We're going to do this first, and we'll do some requests. And then, we do lots of lines coming down like teeth. Or they are teeth, basically. That's what it is. Those are the teeth. And then the great thing about robots is that you can just do whatever you want. There's no rules. It's your creation. It's your choice. You draw it however you want. And it's basically just kind of things that come to mind. So I'm kind of doing a little line here. So this is the back of the eyes are popping out. Here's the back of the head. And then I don't know. Let's just do it like this. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so like a bit of a square kind of head like this. Okay, and then what I'm going to show you how to really draw a robot to really use the paper. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this bit, but I'm going to do this first, like that. Okay, with a little curve shape. Okay, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do these little lines, and these are just kind of like I just imagine this is kind of like, it's just like a springy kind of concertina-y kind of neck. That's why they kind of have these. And now I'm going to do a little circle here, or an oval kind of, which is kind of, again, similar to the eyes. So again, it's all about the repetition of shapes. So I've kind of got this bit here, okay? Now I'm going to ping around a little bit. I'm going to do another curve shape. And then inside, I can, if I want, I'll press on, or I'll just get what I get. There you go. So if you pull back on these pens and you don't press on, you just kind of touch, you kind of get a lot more varied. When you press down, you're going to get a consistent line. If you kind of pull back, you get a bit more of a free, looser kind of line, okay? So this is kind of like, when I draw robots, if you've seen with my comics with robots in, I tend to just draw this kind of like an ear kind of thing. I don't know, like a receiver of some sort, who knows? And then on top, I'm going to kind of do this, like that. And again, an eyebrow, robots have eyebrows, obviously. And you just kind of just keep adding. So I don't know, I'm going to do one of these like that, okay? With some little flashes. So this is the simplest way to show these are kind of flashing, or maybe they're making some sound. So what would we do if that was actually showing that there's some sound coming out of there? Well, we could do this. You know, it could be some little bit of music, you know? So you do the little notes. And it's all these cool little tricks, the cartooning tricks that we've learned over the past 900 weeks drawing together. All these little tricks that you do that just help to convey basically the different things that are going on. So there you go, a little bit of music there. It's coming out, he's piping out of his head. And then, you know, you can do crazy things. You could do a little thing like that, and then a little thing like that, and then like that. And it's a little circle thing coming out like that. There you go. And then you can have a little bit of steam coming out there. You know, you can just add. You could have some little circles down here, some little lights, or maybe some rivets. The rivets. Any fans of rivets out there? Any rivet fans? I'm sure there are. Let me just have the old one for me. One for me. Fill her up. Thanks, Joan. And one from Homies. We've got the rivets in there. Okay. And then what we're going to do, so here, okay, now we've got the kind of head coming around, we've got a curly kind of neck kind of thing. So only on robots that I tend to draw necks. Don't draw necks on any other characters. You look at my characters, there are no necks. It's a neck-free environment, neck-free zone. So we're going to do a little, I don't know, let's have a think. We're going to do another one here like that, okay? And then we're going to do another one like that. So you basically, you start with a kind of a shape, body, a box of some sort. Then I bring it in and do another little bit. And it's just all adding a little bit more detail to it, really. And then I do another curve shape, so I kind of like that. So then I think, okay, has this robot got legs? Maybe this robot has got, it could have a wheel. So let's maybe that. Yeah, it's got a wheel sticking out of there like that. So it's kind of whizzing along. So again, a circle, similar to this. And then inside, I can then tend to do that. So there you go, that's all you need. It's kind of like a tire with the little bit in the middle. And then we do a little twirly thing like that. And then maybe the little lines like that to show that it's just slightly off the ground. We do the little motion like that. Okay, we know how to do the motion. And then we can have a little bit of a puff of thing. Maybe two. Oh, no, two. I'm spoiling you. It is Friday, of course. And then, then we can go back to, we can take these little elements. You can fill up this space here with lots of dials and panels and flashing lights and, you know, whatever you fancy. Maybe a clock, kind of a TV screen on there with your favorite TV show, which could be anything from the Golden Girls to ER or the Thornbirds, you know, things that kids are just loving these days. Popular shows with the kids. And you know, and it's a chance to just put as much detail in there as you want. There's nothing stopping you from adding as much in there as you want. Okay, there we go. And then you can now we've got this bit here. So he could have two heads, couldn't he? Or he could have, let's have a think. I don't know. He could, what could he have here? Oh, I know. Here we go. So this is when your brain starts to come and you just go, okay, this is what's crazy. What's weird? It's all about weirdness, really, and because anything that's goofy and weird and zany, it's just more fun to look at, isn't it? Really. So let's have a think. Well, maybe here he's got a little spaceship landing pad. Now, the great thing about this now, instantly, is it changes the entire scale of this. This now is this huge robot. We thought it was just a robot, kind of normal kind of sizes, maybe even was the size of the robot if you were looking at it in real life. In real life, IRL, as the kids say, in real life. But now, just very simply drawing this little, or this could be a miniature spaceship, or it could be a normal size spaceship with a huge robot. So you're just playing around with the scale now and everything. And this is what's cool. This is what is cool. And then, you could have, maybe there's a little robot inside here as well. So you've got to go thin. Now you might not be able to see that one as much, but it is there. The little thin robot there. There he is. And then you could have like a little sound effect, kind of a spaceship, kind of like that. I used to watch a show called The Jetsons. If you've never seen The Jetsons, you should check it out. Same people who did Hanna-Barbera, who did Flintstones and all those classic cartoons, and they had The Jetsons. They were a family in the future, and they used to fly. I loved all the design of those spaceships, and it kind of sticks with me, that kind of style, kind of like old like 1950s kind of idea of what the future might be like, which is quite cool. So then let's get some. So we've got this bit here with the sound. So let's get some sound effects. So kind of thing like that. Okay, you can just tuck that like that. So he's coming in. He's coming into land, and I don't know. We'll have a little bit of like that, and maybe even there's some little bit of smoke as he's coming down like that. He's coming in to land on the big robot landing platform, and then we've got some space here. So let's do another little rascal here. Well, I don't know what could be coming out of here. It could be another bit of thing like that, a little bit of smoke. And then maybe he's got a little friend as well. A little friend. He's got a friend like that. And he's got a friend, and he's got his thing like that. And he's got a little jet kind of thing like that. Kind of scooting, blasting along like that. Okay. He's blasting along, following along like that. And there you go. He's coming along. And then you could let's get another one in here. Let's fill this up. He could be relaxing. So let's have a think. How would he be relaxing? He's got his arm. He's got his arm behind his head like that, like that, and he's relaxing in the neck, obviously, of another robot. That's how you do it. That's how you relax. You lie down in the neck of another robot, relaxing. There we go. He's just taking it easy. And then let's have another think. Maybe there's another guy coming here, and he's just he's kind of like that. He's kind of like that. He's got his little blasting kind of feet, like jet feet. Again, it's anything you want to put on there. It can be anything you want. There's no rules to this. You got the old jet feet in there, like that. And just you draw away. Draw those robots however you want to draw them. Okay, like that. And then we got that in there. And then you could just really. So let's fill it up. If anybody's got any, get your suggestions ready. We've got one here. Can we get Beast Boy and Cyborg from Teen Titans? Beast Boy, right? Okay, I think I know what they look like. I'm not really. I do know what they look like actually. I was just having a think then. Let's go to, and we're going to fill it. Now, any of you know, I always tend to draw that way. Everything's coming that way, but now I'm going to play around with it here. Let's get this guy in here. He's a tall, thin, almost like a, like that. And he's tall and thin because this is the space I've got. So I make a tall and thin robot to fit the space that I've got. Okay. I'll be with you in a minute. For those of you who are gearing up with your requests, don't you worry. I'm going to come to you guys in a minute once I finish. I'm just going to try my very best to quickly get this robot here. Let's have a see. There we go. Oh, it's just caught the edge of the paper. It's gone a bit funny, but that's okay. And then he's got this thing here like that. Oh, maybe he's like bringing him into land. He's He's like the guy that at the planes. Who come on landing? That guy, you know that guy. Can't think what he's called. He's not called the conductor. That's like an orchestra. And then I feel like there's some space here. So let's get another guy in here. We've got the same kind of guy, thing going on. We've got a tall one here. Let's get a wide one here. He's coming in. He's smiling. He's happy. And he's loving being a robot. He's blasting it. And any of you who've ordered any comics from me, they come in the post. You'll always know it's from me because there's always a robot on the envelope, which is I always think it's quite good fun. And my mission is to finally get the lady at the post office to crack a smile. Well, she's been under a lot of pressure serving everybody during this time, this pesky pandemic. But I'm determined to get her to crack a smile with one of my robots. So here we go. Now, as I'm looking at the drawing here, I can see a little bit of space here. This bit, I'm pointing to my screen, but you can't see that. This bit here, that's better to do that, Mark, like that. Okay, so let's get some kind of, what can we? They're all just smiling. It's the same kind of smile, but look, he's kind of like almost like a worm robot. And he's got his little legs like that, and his little boots. He's got little boots. You might not be able to see those with the full detail. We can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see. And then he's a bendy robot. There was the show Futurama, who actually had a robot called Bender. He used to bend, he used to weld things, and yeah, that was a cool show. In fact, I'm about to drop a name drop. I was chatting the other day. It was on my birthday, actually, on Wednesday. I did a little quick 10-minute show, and I'm name dropping. I was having a chat with my close personal friend Bill Morrison. He used to be one of the guys behind The Simpsons and Futurama, and about doing some working on a comic with him. Maybe working a lot of other cartoonists to create something amazing. So there you go, tying it in there. Well, that's just me doing a little bit of a name drop there for you, but I'm allowed to do that. Well, there you go. Look at that. That's a feast of robots. It's a robot festival of robots, I think. And I feel like there's a little bit of room there for another little robot, but I'm going to leave it. Sometimes you've got to ease back. So there you go. Check it out. If you draw some robots, share them with me. Mark Makes Comics, Mark with a C, M-A-R-C, on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, MySpace, anything else. And hi, it's Alan Carr. Going to work now, but thanks so much for your amazing cartoons, much fun and many smiles. Oh my word! Thank you, Alan Carr. Take care. But is Christine staying? Because I think you asked me to draw something. Please can Giraffe Up a Ladder, Beast Boy Cyborg, and Douglas would like me on a swing at West Park. Oh my word! Right. So let's do this. Okay. So we're going to finish off now with about 10 minutes. A furious Freestyle Friday. Let's do a bit of pen switching. And here we go. And remember that if you like my stuff, you can buy my comics, which is amazing if you can. I've got a new comic, Bring the Ninja, obviously, I showed you before. You can also support me on Ko-fi if you are that way inclined. It's just a little cyber coffee, and it helps keep my work hydrated. And there's lots of comics to check out there for the price of one coffee, because coffee is... I don't know what coffee is. Coffee's great. I had a coffee before. And I can't think what I was about to say. But yeah, for the price of one coffee, you get lots of amazing comics. And so once your coffee is gone, But these comics stay forever. That's what I was basically saying. We're getting some more gossip now from the car fellow. Oh no, we've not. He's still gone to work. There we go. So let's go in straight in there. It is a fish. This is the last fish. There's nothing below the fish that I will be drawing on the show. So let's go with, we got the first one, Beast Boy and Cyborg from Teen Titans. Right, okay, Cyborg. I think I know. He's got one eye like that, and then he's got this kind of eye like this, I think. And then he's got an ear. He's got a bald head, from what I remember. I think it kind of goes like that, and then like that, and then maybe he's kind of got like that, and then like that. And then he's got his little cyborg thing, and then he's just kind of like a robot guy, isn't he? So let's have a think what that might look like. Her cyborg is basically half person, half robot. So you kind of just, even if you're not entirely sure, you just kind of draw some person kind of bits, some people, some features that are human-like, and then you mix it up with some robot kind of elements. And the next thing you know, you've kind of got a cyborg, okay? And then he's kind of like standing here like that, and then maybe he's leaping in. He's got some shoes like this. I'm sure he has, and he's coming in like that. And maybe he's got these kind of like little arm things going on here that I do. You know, let's have a look. See, the old see. Let's have a see. There you go, like that. And then he's got his. Let's do strong arm like that. He's going like that. Okay. There you go. How's that? That's the cyborg guy. I might come back to the beast one. Let's do Douglas would like me on a swing at West Park. You'd like me to draw that, Douglas, or would just like me to be on a swing at West Park? I think he means me on a swing. So again, I have to just think about my lucky likey, George Clooney, and I've got my glasses. These are the glasses that I kind of wear. And in fact, I'm on a swing. I'm very happy. And that's my nose. I think that's what my nose looks like. Yeah, it kind of does. And then I've got exceptionally large forehead. That's what people tell me. It's almost like an 8 head. Again, that's what people tell me. And it's coming up here like this. And then it used to be a little bit longer. It's not taking too. It's taking a little bit off the top. I would have left it a little bit longer, but you know, you can't beggars can't be choosers. So it's just let's do like so. It's kind of like that, and then it's kind of coming in like that. There's a lot of grey going on, and then I've got a lot of these. There's a lot of that going on, but I am at the park, so I've kind of got stubble. It's tricky when you got stubble because it's kind of like it's not a beard, but it kind of is a beard. So I kind of draw it as a beard. It's not. My beard isn't as long as that. There you go. That's all right, isn't it? I look like I'm falling asleep, basically. So I look a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure. Is that what I look like? Kind of. Yeah. You know, I look like I look like a bit of a tramp, I think. But maybe that's what I look like in general. So there you go. There you go. The old hands. I'm thinking. I'm on the swing. There you go. The swing's here like that, and it's coming down, and then I've got my little legs. And I'm there you go. And today I've got my my shorts on. So let's do that. I'm at the park, and like that. And then I'm coming in here like that. There you go. Okay, we've got it. And then we've got my arms coming here, around like that. And then I'm hunched over because I tend to just slouch a lot. I've got a t-shirt on, and there you go. Look. Yeah, there you go, Douglas. I hope that's all right for you. And then just coming in from the left is my friend Douglas, who's got his hair's kind of like this. He's got a little nose, and it kind of comes like that. And he's kind of like that. There he is. He's got his hair flicking out like that. And Douglas is flying in on his jet. Douglas is jet propelled. Okay. He's blasting in on with his brand new jet boots that he's going to get as a present for doing so well at school these past few weeks. And his parents have bought him some jet boots, and there he is. He's coming in from there. So there is Douglas. It's good, thank you. It's good. So yeah, Douglas. So I am at West Park. So to show, it's very simple. You know, you can show that you're at the park by just having a couple of little flowers like that. Maybe some grass, you know, like that. And it's just simple stuff. So you don't need to do complicated. You can just show a little bit of like that, and then it's, you know, you go, there you go. Well, you're outside, because somebody would see this in the picture and go, well, are you inside? Are you outside? About the very nature of a flower and grass, unless you've got flowers and grass planting in your lounge, you might be a bit strange. Yes, so there you go. So let's go back to the, what else have we got? What was the other one? A giraffe up a ladder. So this is how you do. You know, a giraffe up a ladder. You can do it two ways. You can do a ladder coming here, which is resting on the back of this cyborg gentleman. And don't worry, I've not forgotten to draw his friend. So this is the ladder here. Okay, the ladder, and then the giraffe is up there, basically. Okay, the giraffe is up there. But here's a fun thing. So if you kind of roughly get this kind of like here, like that, and then you can do like that. Okay, no one's going to actually measure whether it's actually lined up in the exact same space. So then we do the ladder here. So we've got the ladder going up there. It's resting on his back, like that. it kind of looks a little bit like the Golden Gate Bridge. But yeah, so it's resting on his back going up, but then it's popping up here from the line, and then that's where we can have some fun with it by having the giraffe's hands like that. Because remember, funny animals, they have hands, they have arms and legs. So they don't. Everything's just different. And then he is coming. It turns to giraffes are just kind of like that, and he's kind of got his little nose like nostrils, as they say. And then he's got his little smile, and then they've got these kind of like little sticky out bits like that, and then they've got the ears like that, okay, like that, okay, and then they come down like that, okay, and then you just do the little pattern. You do the little pattern like that, okay, and that is how you draw a giraffe on a ladder. He's up there, but he's down there. That is a giraffe on the ladder. Fantastic. And then you do like that. Ding, 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 ding. Like that, okay? And that's how you draw a slice. Right, okay. Take a moment. One for me, one for my homies. That's you guys. And we shall see what's going to happen. And oh my word, it's the phone. It's ringing. Hello. Oh my word. Can you believe it? Oh, here we go. Some people are popping in now. Where have they all appeared from? Yeah. It's because you're ringing, isn't it? Because the phone's ringing and thinking, I don't want the person on the phone to be getting in on all the action. Just got a few rascals just arrived. Tanya Shirt's arrived. Tanya Shirt. I know your brother, Mike Skirt. Mike Skirt and Tanya Shirt. Yeah. Well, no, that isn't your brother. But I was just talking about Tanya. She's popping on in Minecraft Madness. He's arrived as well. He's saying hello. And Tina's saying, thanks, Mark. It's all right, Tina. You know Tina, don't you? Yes. Well, shall I introduce you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. How you doing, Brian? You've been watching all the shows? Tanya Shirt's put a request in. Yeah, I know. I can see that, Brian. You've been watching all the shows. It's been all right, hasn't it? Yeah, 4 months. My word, a lot of drawing, a lot of felt pen action, a lot of, we've been through it all. We lost Douglas. Yeah, that was, you wrote a song about it, did you? Yeah, it's typical you, Brian. You're always writing songs, aren't you? Yeah. What do you want? What's your request? All right, okay, right. Brian, stay well. Thanks for all the songs. I think everyone needs to go after the show and just throw on some Beach Boys, some classic Pet Sounds. God only knows. Heroes and Villains. In fact, yeah, well, you know that, don't you? I one of my shows early on was called Heroes and Villains because we did a hero and a villain in your honor. There you go. Good man. All right. Well, thank you for watching, Brian. Thanks for ringing in. And I will see you soon. Yeah, keep making those great songs. Thanks a lot, Brian. Wow. Brian Wilson, can you believe it? Brian wants a cat on a surfboard. Obviously, a cat on a surfboard because he's it's all about originally you can have real surf kind of music. Interestingly enough, there was all the other Beach Boys apart from one couldn't surf. All right, there was only one, but unfortunately, I think he was the one that drowned. I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's just the irony there. It's dripping with irony, isn't it? Basically, but yes, that's just the way it went. But let's just concentrate on this. We've got the little cat. We've got a tail. I think I drew a cat last week or the week before. That I forgot the tail. I think I was actually showing you how to draw Cat Stevens, my own character, and I forgot to draw his tail. So yeah, you did a little bit of drops of water there. The cat on a surfboard for Mr. Brian Wilson. He's actually. I was gonna change this, but he's actually. Brian did actually say, and I forgot to say this with it. Brian wanted a cat with no arms on a surfboard. So Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, you point and turn. If I do that, if I come in, I'm coming in for the cat. Right? Oh, I am in now. But if I'm going for the giraffe, look, see, see there. So you point and you turn. Right. Let's keep this going. Right, here we go. We've got some characters here. Izzy and Arlo would like you to draw a jar of Marmite on a skateboard. Oh my word. Right. So Marmite kind of looks like, well, this is a jar. The thing is, you do that, and you basically all you have to do, so people notice Marmite as you go, Marmite. You just write Marmite on there. You might not be able to see that, but it's on a skateboard, obviously, because that's the kind of way we roll, or that's how this rolls. Ha okay. And there you go. And we are there. There you go. was just thinking, there you go. And he's whizzing along. There you go. Look at that. It's the jar of Marmite on a skateboard. Fantastic. So sad it's your last live Friday. I know, Tanya Shirt. I know it is sad. And thank you for watching. I hope you've watched a lot of the shows, but they're all going to be there. And if you didn't come on right at the start, I will be doing some little pop-up shows where you can, where if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get a little notification saying he's gone live. You're like, oh my gosh, quick, grab the felt pens, quick, everybody get sorted. He's gone live. And I'll do like a little 5-10 minute, or just draw something that's got, or I might have a comic to share. Like I've got my new comic, Bring the Ninja, to share. Check this out. So it's not the end, and then I might do a weekly show again. We'll figure that out. So let's have a look. Christine Neesham, Raining Lizards, please. Raining Lizards. It's raining lizards. I think there's a song about that. It's raining lizards. So lizards. I'm trying to think. Lizards. Yeah, lizards. Stop saying lizards. I can't stop. Lizards. Let's have a look. So these lizards kind of like. They're kind of like this. They're kind of like snake-like, but then they've got kind of like legs as well, like geckos. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody know? Anybody a gecko fan out there? You know, if you're a fan of a gecko, then yeah, there you go. It's raining lizards. Lizards. I sound like a thingy off The Simpsons. Smithers. And there you go. It's raining lizards, and they're just dropping down. But there's multiple lizards, obviously, because it's raining them. So you know that means I've just got to draw lots of lizards. I've not even said to you guys to draw anything. I'm just going off on my own now. I'm just drawing my own things. You've got enough clues these days. I mean, you could draw me. You could draw me. What could you draw me? You could draw. Well, we did the robot at the start. You could draw me I always liked the classic giraffe and a cup of coffee. That was always a good one. And I always liked. You know what? I've liked anything you guys have drawn. So you go. It's Freestyle Friday. You freestyle it your own way. A penguin playing football. Penguin. So we've got a penguin. He's got his eyes closed like that because he's just happy. He's all right. Let's get the wing like that. And he's got his other wing up here like that. And somebody's driving past in a noisy car. There you go. Sorry if you heard that. And he's got his leg here. And he's kicking it like that. Has he got football boots on? Yeah, with the little spiky things. And he's kicking the ball like that towards me on the swing. And in fact, actually, Darren Douglas is flying in here to stop it. It's more like a beach ball, but because penguins live at the beach, no, they don't. But this penguin is actually taking a holiday at the beach. And he's taken his beach ball and he's just playing, and they forgot the football. He remembered his football boots, even though they're keeping his penguin feet quite hot. He remembered his football boots, but he didn't remember his footballs. He got the beach ball, but then Darren Douglas is coming in to catch it, stop it from hitting me. But if it does hit me, it'll probably wake me up because I'm sat here on the swing, swinging along, swing-a-ding-ding. Yes, so that's basically Mike Tyson on a parachute. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson on a parachute. So here is a parachute like that up, and then we've got a couple of little hands like that because Mike's got hands, and then he's not happy. He's kind of like that. He's got his ear. He's like that, and he's got a tattoo on his face, hasn't he? That's this weird thing with him, and then he's got his teeth like that, and one of these is gold. So ding, ding, ding like that. It's a gold tooth. And then his head's like that, and then he's got his arms coming in like that on the back, and then maybe he's got another tattoo kind of like that, and then he's got a little beard. Just like that, you know. He rang up, didn't he? He was isolating, if you remember, with Lorraine Kelly, but now he's just coming in here. He's been boxing, so he's not got a shirt on, but he's got trousers on, obviously, because you don't ever go on a parachute. Never go on a parachute without your trousers on. It's just not safe. So he's coming in, he's parachuting in, and his little parachute, his Tyson chute, and then we've got some clouds up here, so that shows he's up in the air. You can do maybe a little bird like that, little birds like that, and there you go, there he is. You can kind of see him, can't you? He's up there. Where is he? No, he's not there, he's coming towards you. So yes, well there you go. Do you know what? I feel that we've come full circle. We've come to the end of the show. and the end of the road for the time being. So yes, thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for supporting my comics, getting involved, shaking your pens, keeping yourselves hydrated. It was incredibly important at all times to do that, for ringing in. So everybody who's rung in, whether it be Cliff Richard, Joe Collins, Mike Tyson, Stevie Wonder, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, I think even Magnum PI, Tom Selleck rang in when we did the Magnum PI show a few weeks back. We've had all sorts. We've had, I think, Steffi Graf rang in at one point, maybe Sheena Easton. Big names in popular culture. Yeah, and so thank you for everyone who's been watching. You guys have made it a lot of fun for me, and thank you for my family as well who stopped by. And sometimes they come in and they say hello. They've not popped up at the door. I don't know where they are. I thought they might have come in for the last show. Are you guys going to come in for the last show? Should we see? Oh, I don't know if they're here. Shall we wait for them, see if they're going to arrive? Should we see if they're going to arrive? Come and say hello, goodbye for the last show. You're going to come and say goodbye? Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much from me.
Can we tell them something exciting?
Well, you can do if you want. Go on then.
Okay. So, we are getting a little kitten.
Oh, my word.
He's a little boy.
What?
And we're calling him Jerry, and he's, how old is he?
He's 2 weeks old, but we'll have him in 7 weeks.
He's a fuzzball.
There you go. So Jerry is coming to our house, not to be mistaken with Jerry Jetflash in my comic. Yeah, they've come in to say goodbye. So yes, so thank you so much for watching. You guys have been amazing. And so the way, I think for the way to end this, there's only one way to end this. Is one for me and one for my homies. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye. We got this.